actually really pleased with this, the way that this Char-Broil offset smoker, it's the, I'm not quite sure what model it is, but it's, I'm sure you can tell by looking at it if you got the same one or not. But again, I added the two thermostats. But I'm actually, if you notice, this was no modifications to this smoker at all. I've done no modifications. Only modifications I've done is the thermometers. So, but you can see this one's at 2. I don't know if you can see that. It's at about 250. Probably around 220 or 260. And this one here is around, probably around 180. So we've got about 75 degree difference or so, roughly 70 degrees or you know, something like that between this side and this side. And of course the factory deal, it's never right. I don't know what ideal is supposed to mean, but anyway, I don't never go by that. But I've got my meat thermometer there. It's showing that the internal temperature of the meat's 129, which I want to get another one of these to put inside to check and make sure that my ambient temperature of the grill at the grate level is right. But I'm actually pretty stoked about the way this grill works. With all the leaks, I've not done anything to fix any of this. The smokes, you can see the smoke leaking out the lid where the rotisserie goes. I'm still going to get all this stuff fixed and all these holes and stuff and get the lid sealed good to where it doesn't leak. But even with all of that, this thing has stayed between 270 and I'll say probably it's stayed between 230 and 300. I've kept it there, and I've only used, I'm going to open this and it's going to mess it up a little bit, but I've used half a bag, or almost a half a bag of charcoal is what I started with. And I started out with 3 pieces of, that's wild cherry, 3 pieces at that size, and it burnt for about 2 hours. And I was able to keep it down at around 250, but I had to close most of my vents because it was pretty hot at the beginning. But now that it's gotten set, and I keep throwing in every now and then, I'll throw 3 more pieces of wood in, and I have not touched these. I have not touched the vents. They keep. I'm about a quarter there, and about a quarter on the top. And I haven't touched them, and it's staying. As long as the wind ain't blowing, it stays. Now you see right there, I opened the door and it's raised. Now it's going up. It's going up there to where it's a little high, but when I opened that door, it got more air. But it has stayed right there. I haven't touched it. I've been sitting here for, well, it is, let me see what the timer says here. It's been, well, I didn't set it, so. Anyway, I've been cooking since 8 o'clock this morning. And it is probably noon. So, no, it's probably 11. So it's been 3 hours. And it's just sitting right there. I haven't really touched it. Now, I've noticed, I moved it in front of the truck here because the wind was coming out of the north. So I noticed every time the wind blew, it would drop about, oh gosh, it would drop quite a bit. So I'm seeing now how it's raised up there to almost 300. So I'm going to back these down just a little bit and cool it off. I don't want it to get up past 300. So I'll just close that just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit is all it takes. And that thing will start cooling down. But I moved it in front of the truck to keep the wind from blowing on it, and it has stayed fairly steady until I just messed with it. Like I said, now it's going up, but I'm really impressed with it. So without any modifications other than these thermometers here, or whatever you call them, these temperature gauges, I have not done anything. And granted, probably over here, I mean, you could do some light smoking at this temperature with something. It's at right around 200, so you could smoke something that would take a long time, but you could do it on this side with a almost 100 degree, well, that's about 80 degree difference from that side to that side. So it's about 2.5 feet across there. And I don't have any mods on my chimney. The flue comes out, it starts right here at the top of the lid. I want to bring a hose down to the grate level. I haven't done that yet either, so that's what we got, and I'm really impressed with it. I just wanted you guys to see that. And oh, see, we're dropping down a little bit now. We're coming back down since I dropped those, I closed those grates just a little bit's all it takes. And this has been smoking for 3 hours. I'm gonna open it real quick and let you see. But it's a 7-pound pork shoulder. I injected it last night with 2 cups of water. I had a cup of apple cider vinegar is all I had, and about half a cup of brown sugar, and just a touch of Worcestershire. I don't like Worcestershire, but I wanted a little bit. I just put it in there for a little bit of flavor, and 2 tablespoons of salt. Mixed it up and made sure it was all nice and liquidy. And I injected that last night, and then rubbed it with thyme, salt and pepper, oregano, garlic powder, and some fennel seeds. First time for fennel seeds, so I may have made a mistake, I don't know, but there's what we got so far after 3 hours, and the internal temperature is 131 degrees right now. So it's doing its job. I've got it over there. I've got a pan of water underneath it, and not sure how well that's working. I've not done any. This is only actually the second piece of meat I've smoked on this. So, but anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that it is working good, and I'll eventually get it sealed up and get everything good to where I can smoke a lot more meat, and hopefully I can get me something bigger in time, and maybe make a weekend deals out of this thing for people, and go out and have some good smoking pulled pork sandwiches and stuff. But anyway, just wanted to let you see that, and just make an update to the survival in a small town, and let you know I'm still grilling, I'm still doing stuff. So there we go. Got the old Get Fiddle out here. We was picking and grinning, or I was, and just having a good time here on Saturday. I guess it's July the 2nd. So everybody have a good 4th, and we'll see you later.